Dear students, welcome back to the class. In the last class, we have discussed how to calculate first and follow and the rules for calculating the first and follow. In this class, we will see some of the examples for calculating first and follow. Here we have considered the productions, that is E produces TE dash, E produces TE dash, E dash produces plus TE dash slash epsilon, and T produces Ft dash, and T dash produces asterisk Ft dash slash epsilon, and F produces parenthesis open E, parenthesis close, and ID. So this is the production. These are the productions we have considered for calculating the first and follow. One thing we have to remember, for calculating the first, we have to focus only on the left hand side non-terminals. We have to focus on the left hand side non-terminals for calculating the first. And to calculate the follow, we have to focus on the non-terminals present at the right hand side. We have to concentrate the non-terminals present at the right hand side. In this production, the non-terminals are E, E dash, T, T dash, and F. And the terminal symbols are plus, epsilon, asterisk, epsilon, open parenthesis, closed parenthesis, and ID. So these are the terminal symbols. As we have already discussed, the result of first and follow will be only the terminal symbols. Only the terminal symbols where you can observe. Now we will calculate the first and follow for the considered productions. First we will calculate first of E. The first of E is T. So this is the immediate symbol which is present at the right hand side of the production. So first of E is T. So T is a non-terminal symbol. We cannot write it as a result, as we already know the result of first and follow are only the terminal symbols. So we have to find out where the T is present at the right hand side. We found T in the third production. So the first of T again we have to calculate. So the first of T will be F. The first of T will be F. Again F is a non-terminal. We cannot write it as a result. Again we have to find F in the right hand side of the production. So here we found F in the right hand side of the production. So we can calculate the first of F as open parenthesis is the immediate symbol that is present at the right hand side. So this is the first one, and again there is another production for F, that is ID. So ID also should be placed here. So the first of E, again we will see one more time. The first of, to calculate first of E is T. T is a non-terminal symbol. We will find the T at the left hand side productions. Here we found the T, and we calculate first of T. The result will be F. F is a non-terminal. Again we found F in the right hand side here, and first of F will become open parenthesis and ID. Next we will calculate the first of E dash. Again we will calculate the first of E dash. First of E dash. E dash produces plus TE dash slash epsilon is the production. So immediate symbol that is present at the right hand side of the production is plus. So the first of E dash will become plus, and another production is epsilon. So we write epsilon. Plus and epsilon are the first of E dash. First of E dash is plus and epsilon. Next we will calculate the first of T. The production is T produces Ft dash. So again T, first of T will become F. F is a non-terminal, so we have to find out F in the right hand side productions. So here we have F. So the first of F will become open parenthesis and ID, as we have already seen this step in the calculation of first of E. So the same we place here, open parenthesis and ID, first of T. Next we will calculate first of T dash. Next we will calculate first of T dash. T dash produces asterisk F T dash slash epsilon. So the immediate symbol present at the right hand side is the asterisk, and again the second production is the epsilon. So the first of T dash will be asterisk and epsilon. Next, first of F, the open parenthesis and ID, as we have seen already. First of F will be the open parenthesis and ID. So this is the way of calculating the first. And again, now we will see how to calculate the follow for the non-terminal symbols. So now we see in the follow of E. So to calculate the follow of E, E is the starting symbol. As we have already seen that the starting symbol will have dollar as the first. So we have to find out where E is present at the right hand side of the productions. So in the right hand side of the production, E is present over here. So the follow of E, the closed parenthesis, immediate follower of E is closed parenthesis. So as it is a starting symbol, we have placed dollar, and follow of E will become the closed brace. So follow of E is dollar and closed brace. Next production. Next we will calculate follow of E dash. Follow of E dash, we have to find out where the E dash is present in the right hand side of the productions. Here we found E dash. So the production is E produces T E dash. So after E dash, follow of E dash, we don't have anything. It is an empty. So if we doesn't find anything after E dash, the follow of E dash will be the follow of E only. So the same content of follow of E will be placed in the follow of E dash also, that is dollar and closed brace. Next we will calculate follow of T. For calculating follow of T, we have to find out where the T is present at the right hand side. Again, one more thing, here we have E dash, here also the same production. After E dash also we don't have anything. Again, E dash follow is E dash only, so there is no need to mention the production again. So next we will calculate the follow of T. To calculate the follow of T, we have to find out where the T is present on the right hand side. So we can find the T in the right hand side here. This is the production. So we will write E produces T E dash. So after T, follow of T will be E dash. Follow of T will be E dash. As E dash is a non-terminal symbol, we have to calculate the first of E dash. The first of E dash. So what is the first of E dash? We have already calculated, that is plus and epsilon. So we have to place this plus over here, and epsilon should not be present in the follow. So we will replace epsilon in the place of E dash. We will replace epsilon in the place of E dash. Then the equation will become T epsilon. So epsilon means nothing. T into epsilon is T only. So the follow of T will become follow of E itself. So after plus, we have to write the follow of E values. Follow of E values is dollar, dollar and closed brace, plus dollar and closed brace. So these are the values of follow of T. So next we will calculate the follow of T dash. For calculating the T dash, we have to find out where the T dash is present in the right hand side of the productions. So this is the production. T produces F, T dash is the production. So follow of T dash, we don't find anything after T dash. So follow of T dash will be follow of T. So follow of T is plus dollar and closed brace. The same will be written in follow of T dash also. Same plus dollar and closed brace. Next we find again T dash on the right hand side is this production. that is T dash produces F, T dash produces asterisk F T dash. So T dash, after T dash we don't have any symbols. So T dash follow is T dash only. So there is no need to calculate anything. The same will be the answer. So next we will calculate the follow of F. To calculate the follow of F, first we need to find where the F is present on the right hand side of the productions. We find F in the right hand side of the productions in this production, that is T produces F T dash. So the follow of T will become T dash. So T dash is a non-terminal symbol. We have to calculate the first of T dash. If T dash is a non-terminal symbol, so we have to calculate the first of T dash. So the first of T dash is asterisk and epsilon. First we will place the asterisk and epsilon should not be present in the follow. So epsilon will be replaced with T dash. So now the production will become T produces F. Anything into epsilon will be anything only. So T produces F. The follow of F will become the follow of T itself. So asterisk we have already got, and again T follow will be F follow. So what is the follow of T? Plus dollar and closed parenthesis. Plus dollar and closed parenthesis will be placed here. So this is the procedure of calculating first and follow. Again 2 more or 3 more examples in order to understand the concept well. Let us consider the other examples also to calculate the first and follow. In the example 2, we have considered the 6 productions, that is S produces A, B, C, D, E, A produces A slash epsilon, B produces B slash epsilon, C produces C, D produces D slash epsilon, and E produces E slash epsilon. As we already know that to calculate the first, we have to find the non-terminals present at the left hand side of the production, and to calculate the follow, we have to find the non-terminal present at the right hand side of the productions. So now let us calculate the first of S. Now let us calculate the first of S. In order to calculate the first of S, we have to consider the production, that is S produces A, B, C, D, E is the production. So the first of S will become A, as this is the immediate symbol present at the right hand side of the production. As A is a non-terminal, we cannot directly write it in the result. So we have to find out the A in the left hand side of the productions. So here we found A. So the first of A will become A and epsilon. So we can write first of S A value, and epsilon should not be directly written in the result, as we can substitute in the production. That is A produces 2 productions. One is A produces 2 productions. One is A and other one is the epsilon. A we have already written in the result, and epsilon should be substituted in the production. So we will substitute epsilon in the production, that is epsilon. So now the production will become S produces B, C, D, E. So now the first of S will become first of B. Again B is a non-terminal. We have to search it in the left hand side of the productions, that is B, and B produces B and epsilon. B can be written in the result and epsilon should not be written in the result, as we can substitute in the production. So here we substitute epsilon in the place of B. Again the equation will become S produces C, D and E. So again the first of S will become first of C. As C is a non-terminal, again we have to find it in the right hand side of the productions. Here we found C. The first of C is C. So now the small c is written in the result. So the first of S is A, B and C. The first of S is A, B and C. So this is the result of first of S. Now again we calculate for first of A. Now let us calculate the first of A. Let us find the A production. So this is the A production. A produces A slash epsilon. So here A have two productions. One is small a and epsilon. So the first of A will become A and epsilon. Next we will find out first of B. So here we have the B production. So B produces B slash epsilon. B is one production, epsilon is the other production. So we will write B and epsilon as the first of B. Again let us calculate first of C. So this is the C production. C produces small c. So this is the first of C, and let us find out first of D. So this is the D production, and D has two productions, that is D and epsilon. So both we should write in the result. First of D is D comma epsilon. Next we will calculate first of E. So this is the E production. E produces E slash epsilon. So E and epsilon are the two productions of E. So both we can write it in the result, E comma epsilon. So this is the first calculation, and now let us see the calculation of follow. Follow of S. As we already know that S is a starting symbol of the production. S is a starting symbol of the production. So we should place dollar. We should place dollar, and we don't find S in the right hand side of the productions. So only dollar is the result of follow of S. Now let us calculate the follow of A. To calculate the follow of A, first we have to find out where A is present in the right hand side of the productions. So here A is present in the right hand side of the production. So now let us consider the production, that is S produces A, B, C, D, E. So what is the follow of A? A is B. Follow of A is B. B is a non-terminal. We should not directly write in the result. So what we have to do? We have to calculate the first of B. We have to calculate the first of B. Already we have calculated the first of B. So first of B is B comma epsilon. First of B is B comma epsilon. So follow of A, we can write B in the result, and epsilon should not be present in the follow. So we will replace this epsilon. We will replace the B value with epsilon. So now let us replace B value with epsilon. Now the production will become A produces A, C, D, E. A, C, D, E. Now the follow of A. Now the follow of A will be C. As C is a non-terminal, we should not directly write in the result. We have to calculate the first of C. The first of C is C. So we can write C in the result. B comma C. B comma C. So there is nothing. We don't have any epsilon in the first of C, and we cannot replace it with the C. So now the production calculation is completed. The follow of A is B and C. Now let us calculate the follow of B. Now let us calculate the follow of B. In order to calculate the follow of B, we have to find out B in the right hand side of the productions, and the production is S produces A, B, C, D, E. So follow of B is C. As C is the non-terminal, we have to first calculate the first of C. First of C is C. We will write it C as the result. Follow of B is C. Next we will find out the follow of C. So in order to calculate the follow of C, we should find where the C is present in the production. So the production is S produces A, B, C, D, E. So the follow of C is D. As D is the non-terminal, we should not directly write in the result. We have to calculate the first of D. First of D is D comma epsilon. We will first write D, and epsilon should not be written in the result as we can substitute in the production. So after substitution with the D, the equation now the production will become S produces A, B, C and E. Now the follow of E will be, follow of C will be E. So E is a non-terminal. We have to calculate the first of E. The first of E is E and epsilon. So now E we can directly write in the result, and epsilon should not be, as we can substitute in the production. So after substituting epsilon in the E, the production will become S produces A, B, C. So what is the follow of C now? Follow of C is nothing. So follow of C is follow of S only. So what is the follow of S? Dollar. So we should place dollar here. So now the follow of C is D, E, dollar. Now let us calculate follow of D. To calculate follow of D, we have to find out where the D is present in the right hand side of the production. So this is the equation. S produces A, B, C, D, E. Follow of D. Follow of D is E. E is a non-terminal. So we have to find out the first of E. The first of E is E and epsilon. E can be directly written in the result, and epsilon should not be written in the result as we can replace it in the production. So we replace E with epsilon. Now the production will become S produces A, B, C, D. So now the follow of D is nothing. So follow of D will become follow of S. So the follow of S is dollar. So we place dollar here. So the follow of D is E comma dollar. Now we will calculate follow of E. Follow of E, we should find E in the right hand side of the productions. So S produces A, B, C, D, E. So we found E here. The follow of E is nothing. So follow of E will become follow of S. Follow of S is dollar. So we place dollar. So this is the first and follow calculation for example 2. Now let us solve the example 3. So here we have considered the three productions, that is S produces B, B, C, D, B produces A, B slash epsilon, and C produces C, C slash epsilon. So now let us calculate the first of S. To calculate first of S, we have to find out the S productions, that is S produces BB is one production and S produces CD is the other production. So first we will calculate for the first production, that is S produces BB. So the first of S will become B. B is a non-terminal. We have to calculate the first of B again. The first of B will be A and epsilon. A can be written in the result. Epsilon can be substituted with the B. So now the expression will become S produces B. So what is the first of S? First of S will become B. A, B. So this is the first production we have completed. And the next production of S is S produces CD. So S produces CD. So the first of S is C. C is a non-terminal. We should not directly place it in the result. We have to find out C in the left hand side of the production. So here we find out the C production, that is C produces CC slash epsilon. So this is the first symbol present immediate in the right hand side of the production. So this is the first of C and epsilon is the another production. C can be written in the result. and epsilon will be substituted in the C value. Here we will substitute epsilon. So now the production will become S produces D. So the first of S will become D. So we will place D also here, A, B, C, D. First of S is A, B, C, D. Now let us find out the first of B. So we will find B in the left hand side of the production. Here is a production, that is B produces A, B slash epsilon. So the first of B will become A, as this is one production, and epsilon the other production. So there is no substituted value for epsilon, so we can directly write it in the result, that is A epsilon. Again, to calculate follow of C, so this is the C production in the left hand side. C produces C slash epsilon. So the first of C will become C and epsilon we have written here. So this is the first of B and this is the first of C. Now let us calculate the follow of the given productions. To calculate follow of S, so S is a starting symbol, we place dollar as a result, and we don't find S in the right hand side of the productions. To calculate follow, we should find the terminal symbols in the right hand side of the productions. We don't find S in the right hand side of the productions, so we place only dollar. So next we will calculate the follow of B. So we should find where B is present in the right hand side of the productions, that is S produces BB slash CD. So follow of B is B. So this is the terminal, so directly we can write it in the result. Again, one more production we have, that is B produces AB. So this is the production, B produces AB. So follow of B is nothing. So follow of B will become B only. So there is no need to calculate for this production. So the follow of B will become B only. Next, let us calculate follow of C. We should find the C in the right hand side of the productions. Here I find C in the right hand side of the production, and also here. So first we will go with this production, that is S produces CD. So the follow of C is D. D is a terminal symbol, we can directly place it in the result. Again, one more production, that is C produces CC slash epsilon. Here after C we don't find anything. That is nothing is following C. So the follow of C will become C only. So there is no need to calculate separately. So the follow of C will become D itself. Now let us see the example 4. So here also we have considered the three productions, that is S produces AABB, A produces C slash epsilon, and B produces D slash epsilon. So now let us calculate first of S. In order to calculate first of S, we have to find out the S productions in the left hand side of the non-terminal. So this is the production, that is S produces AABB. So the immediate symbol present in the right hand side of the production is A. So the first of S will become small a, as it is a terminal, we can directly place it in the result. So first of S is A. Now we will calculate first of A. To calculate first of A, let us find out A in the left hand side of the production. So this is the production, A produces C slash epsilon, as it has both terminal symbols, that is C and epsilon. Directly we can write it in the result. First of A is C comma epsilon. Next, first of B. In order to calculate the first of B, let us find the B production, that is B produces D slash E. So both productions are terminal symbols only. The first of B is D and epsilon. So now let us calculate the follow of the productions, So first we will calculate the follow of S. S is a starting symbol, so we placed dollar here, and we don't find S in the right hand side of the productions. So the result of follow of S is only dollar. Next we will calculate the follow of A. So the follow of A is B. The follow of A is B. B is a non-terminal. We should not directly write it in the result. We have to calculate the first of B. The first of B is D comma E. D can be directly placed in the result. In the follow, epsilon is not accepted. So epsilon should be substituted in place of B. So now the production will become S produces A. In the place of B we have to substitute epsilon, and again we found it B. So the production is A, B. So now the follow of A. Now the follow of A is B. We will write B in the result. Both D comma B is the result of follow of A. Now we will calculate the follow of B. In order to calculate the follow of B, we should find the B in the right hand side of the productions. So here we find B. The follow of B is small b. As it is a terminal symbol, we can directly write it in the result, that is B. So follow of S is dollar, follow of A is DB, and follow of B is B. So these are the examples we have seen in order to calculate the first and follow. Hope you have all understood, and we will meet in the next class. Thank you.